Do you want to know the number one thing that stops you from attracting a consistent flow of ideal clients into your business? If so, then stick around because I am going to share with you how to attract a consistent flow of clients into your business, clients who are ready and excited to invest in you, and how to avoid the number one thing that is blocking clients from seeing you right now. Plus, I will give you 3 tips to help you get started right away to create momentum towards having a consistent flow of ideal clients coming in. But first, I'm Jill Hope, and I help heart centered entrepreneurs to own their value, attract high paying ideal clients, and create a business that lights them up and support the type of lifestyle that they want to live. And if you like this video, please do me a favor and give it a thumbs up, share it. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so and hit the notifications bell so that you do not miss a single video coming your way. So what is the number one thing that stops a flow of consistent ideal clients showing up ready to invest in your offerings and your services? Visibility. Yes, it's visibility. Because here's the thing. If someone's going to want to work with you, first of all, they need to know that you exist. They need to understand how you can help them. And they need to feel a connection and a sense of trust with you. And these 3 things cannot happen if your ideal clients can't see you and they can't find you. And I know this sounds obvious, but the fact is that there are so many entrepreneurs and business owners out there that I come across that are struggling to be seen enough to create momentum that grows their business and that fills up their client list. And in fact, this is such a big issue and something that I am incredibly passionate about helping entrepreneurs with that I've actually created a 5-part workshop that's happening next week. It's a live workshop. It's called Get Visible. And I'm going to be taking you through the 5 biggest keys that I have seen make a huge difference in terms of creating a more consistent flow of ideal clients and really showing up and being seen by them in a way that has them take out their credit card and want to invest with you. So if you're interested in that, the link is down below. Be sure to get in. It's completely free. I'm so excited. I can't wait to kick us off next week, and I hope that you are there. But for the purposes of this video, I want to share right now 3 tips that can help get you started in creating momentum in terms of your visibility, having more of your ideal clients actually see you and know you in a way that gets them to want to invest. Okay, so the first tip is to share your message with confidence. Now, this is so important, and so many business owners out there miss the mark when it comes to sharing their message, at least in a way that can be seen and heard by their ideal clients. So, what do I mean by this, and how do you build your confidence around sharing your message? Well, one of the greatest ways to do this is to be very clear on what your message is. And yes, that sounds obvious too, but I can't tell you how many people are just have a very fluffy message. Like it doesn't make a lot of sense. It isn't clear and it doesn't clearly identify who you're targeting or what you actually can do for them. So there are 3 components of creating a message that will allow you to have the confidence when you're sharing it. And these 3 things are, number 1, you've got to know who your ideal client is. This is so, so important. And I am talking about a specific person. Who is that specific person that you might be sitting across the table having a cup of coffee with, talking to about their issues and how you can help them? You want to know what goes through their mind, how they're feeling, what their biggest challenges are, what is keeping them up at night. You want to know who they are. What do they do? What does their world look like? What's important to them? What do they value? That is what I mean by your ideal client. Who is the person? And we're talking about one person when we're talking about the ideal client. So one of the ways I help my clients with this question is I have them start thinking about who is your favorite client, that person that you just absolutely adore working with, that you wish you could clone them and have 10 of them or 50 of them or 100 of them, right? So start there. Think about who that person is and what is their life? Like, what is their life about? Who are they? What makes them tick? That is what you want to have dialed in so that when you come across them, they know that you know them, right? They know that you get them and they want to pay attention. They want to lean in. So the second part of creating a message that you're able to share with confidence is to know the problem that you are solving for them. And this really trips up a lot of business owners as well because we get stuck in our process, right? Because, like, when you love your work and you do your work and you love sharing it with clients, we like to talk about the process. We like to talk about the root cause. We like to educate our clients on that. But here's the thing, when you're marketing and you're just trying to attract a client, they don't know what your process is and they don't really care. They have a problem right now and they want help solving it. And they also often do not understand the root cause of their problem. So if you're speaking in terms of here's the root cause in your marketing, they may not recognize that that's even their problem and that you can help them. So you want to get in their heads. What is the problem from their perspective? What do they think is wrong? And usually it's symptoms that show up in their life. So if you're a health coach, it might be, they have a bloated belly, or, if you're a running coach, they might have knee problems. Or if you are a business coach, it might be that they don't have enough clients showing up at their door ready to pay, right? That's what I focus on. So, but you want to get clear on what is the symptom that's showing up that's making their life miserable and that they want to solve and they have an urgent need to solve it, okay? Because the other thing is, if we attack a problem that really isn't urgent for a client, then there's no urgency for them to show up and want to sign up for your program. So you want to find out what is that problem that is keeping your ideal client up at night that you can absolutely solve, and speak about it in the terms that they will understand and identify. And so then the third component of creating a message that allows you to share with confidence and really have that message be heard is to keep in mind the ideal end result that you create for your client. So when you solve that problem with them, what is left? What does their life now look like? Now, why is this so important? Because at the end of the day, while your ideal clients do have a problem they want solved, and it is keeping them up at night, they also have a dream. They have a place they want to get to in their life, and this problem is stopping them. It's an obstacle. It is getting in their way. So you want to know what that picture is of life after the problem is solved, and you want to be able to speak to that in your marketing, because that allows the client to get really emotionally involved with you and start dreaming with you and seeing the picture. You want to paint this vision and get them involved in the vision, because you're basically in your marketing, you're really selling the vision to them. It's really the vision of what is possible for them. Okay. So when you have those three things dialed in, you know very clearly and specifically who your ideal client is. You know exactly what the problem is from their perspective that's keeping them up at night. And it is urgent and they want to solve it now. And you know what life looks like for them after the problem is solved. And it's so gorgeous and juicy, and they just want to say yes, right? When you have those three things dialed in, now your message is hot. Now you feel confident, you have clarity, and so you can really go out there and paint that picture for them and help them see what's possible. And that starts the client flow going. You're creating momentum now in terms of being seen and heard by your ideal clients in a way that has them want to work with you. Now, so that's the first tip, is to share your message with confidence. Now, the second tip is to unlock your inner it factor. I mean, don't we all want to have it, that thing that just makes us stand out and makes us really magnetic to our ideal clients? Absolutely. And the place that I see a lot of people falling down with this one here is that there's a lot of cookie cutter looking types of marketing out there, isn't there? There's a lot of people that kind of look like a lot of other people saying a lot of kind of similar things in really kind of the similar way, right? Like there's a lot, it just so that you get lost in the crowd, right? If everyone looks the same, then you don't stand out. I mean, as beautiful as a rose is, it doesn't really stand out in a field of roses, right? Like you really have to stand out. Be the tulip amongst the roses and you will get noticed, right? Tulips are beautiful as well in their own unique way. So how do you find your it factor? Well, it's pretty simple, although people seem to really struggle with this one, but it's basically simple. And here it is. You want to find your authenticity. It's what makes you you. It's your special sauce. It's you being you. See, when we're out there marketing and trying to sell, and we can lose our sense of self. And actually, if you are a woman listening to this right now, this is even more challenging for women, and I'll tell you why. Because Historically and traditionally, as a woman, society expects us to put everyone else's needs ahead of our own, right? And a lot of us are nurturers. We naturally want to people please. We want to make sure that all of our people are okay before we can be okay, and only then can we feel okay. And the problem is when you're thinking of everyone else's needs except for your own, you start to lose touch with your own needs, who you are, what you desire, and what you want. And the thing is, that starts to make you look a little bit like everyone else and not like you, right? You don't look unique and you don't look authentic. So you want to get back tuned into who are you? What lights you up? What is important to you? What do you care about? What do you love? Why are you doing what you're doing? What makes you special? Why is this important to you? Why is what you do important to you? What would you love to see in your world? What would you love to see in the world? Who are you? And the best way I know to do this, and it's something that I stumbled upon in one of the darkest nights that I ever encountered in my business, is that it's all about your inner voice. You have an authentic voice, you have a true voice. And that is the voice that you want to bring out in your marketing and when you're speaking to clients. Let them hear and see you. And the only way to do that is really to connect back in with that voice. And for many of us, we've lost touch with our authentic voice. We're not tuned in to that little voice nudging us to go in a certain direction, say a certain thing, reach out to a certain person. We're not connected to our worth and our value in any kind of a significant way. We don't really trust ourselves to follow through and do what we say what we're going to do for ourselves. I mean, we're really good at showing up for everyone else, but we don't show up for ourselves. We don't know what our desires are. We're wonky when it comes to money. We don't know who we really are with money. We don't really know who we are when we're empowered with money a lot of times. Because even if you have a lot of money, it's the energy in which you earn that money that makes all the difference. So all of these things make up a part of you, a part of your authentic self and your authentic voice. And so if you really want to unleash that it factor in you, it's about tuning in and really becoming so authentically you and sharing that in your marketing. So that's tip number 2. Now, tip number 3 is to embody the energy of success. And so this one is all about that energy that is contagious, where ideal clients are like, I don't know what it is, but I have to work with her. Okay. That's the energy of success. So there are a lot of factors that make up the energy of success, but I'm going to give you one right now. We talk a lot more about this and actually all of these things in our Get Visible event that's happening next week, totally free. Links down below. I hope to see you there. But when it comes to the energy of success, here is one really big key for you to really embody within you, and that is passion. Passion is so contagious. When you are so lit up about what you do and how you do it and the value that you provide, and you're super sold on you, like that's the whole sales job. Like you don't have to sell anyone on what you do if you are sold on it yourself, because that passion and that energy is contagious. People want some of that. Like they want a piece of that. They want a piece of that energy, right? Because most people are walking around out there like zombies. Like, and no offense, but like we do, like we all fall into this where we're just kind of going through the motions of our life. And a lot of people are exhausted. We don't have the energy, we don't have the vitality. And it's like if you can get out there and just exude your passion about what you love, and it's got to be authentic. So, going back to tip number 2, it's got to be what you are authentically excited and passionate about, okay? You can't fake passion. But if you are authentically excited and passionate about what you do, and you stand by what you do, and you know your programs and offerings are just rock star offerings, and you know you get results for your client, and you are so excited to get that next result for your client, and like you come out on the scene with that kind of energy, that's the energy of success. That creates interest, intrigue, excitement, mystery, like desire. That gets all of those emotions lit up in your potential ideal clients. And so you want to dig in and figure out for yourself, where is your passion within? How sell yourself on you. You've got to be sold a million times on what you do, and then share it. Share that in your marketing. I don't care if you're posting a quote or if you're writing an email, if you're making a video, it should all exude the passion that you feel. You want to put that passion into everything that you do. And when you do, it's not the meme or the video or the email that you created, it's the energy that your ideal client will feel. And that draws them to you. That is exciting, and they're going to want more. So, those are the 3 tips to get you started creating some momentum of having that flow of clients coming in. And it does take a little bit to get the momentum flowing, but I'm telling you, once you get it going and you get on a roll with this stuff that I'm sharing, it is going to become secondhand to you. It becomes really natural. And the best part of all is it starts to become really fun and full of ease. Okay. So try these tips out, give it a shot. Let me know how it goes down in the comments. I want to hear from you. And I hope to see you next week in the Get Visible event. Links down below. We're going to knock your socks off with this event. I am certain that you'll have at least one, if not a few, major breakthroughs based on what I'm sharing, because I'm just putting a bow on the content this week, and it's like really, really juicy stuff. So I hope to see you there, and good luck with these tips. I hope they work for you. You absolutely can create a more consistent flow of ideal clients and get yourself seen. And what I've shared today will help you to up your visibility factor and be seen by those clients who cannot wait to say yes to your offers. Until next time, bye for now.